Hi, my name is KESHONTASHONTEL. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to let you guys know that we are shaking the table in today's Get Ready With Me. In today's video, we are doing this look, but more importantly, we are talking about friendships. And are your friends really supportive? Are they really your friends? That is just basically, sometimes you have to reevaluate the friendships that you have and take a step back and look and realize, are these people really there for me? So yeah, that's what we're talking about, and we're doing this fabulous makeup look. So guys, today's video is being sponsored by If the Shoe Fits, Wear It. If anything in this video resonates with you and you feel offended, you can use my code, A Hit Dog Will Holler, for 100% off. It can spare your feelings and help you get to the realization that you might need to make some changes in your life. But before we get started, a word from our sponsor.
Friends, how many of us have them? Ones we can depend on.
Diving right into topic. Like I said, we're gonna shake a lot of tables today, and also it's gonna help some people come to the realization of who is and who isn't there for you. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup through this video. This is not a breakdown or how to pretty much do your makeup, so you can just follow along. I will list the products that I used in this video today, but again, this is just basically, we are chit-chatting it up and just talking about whether you have fake friends or not. So we're gonna dive in. So guys, we're gonna use the Amrezy palette today. I haven't really picked up this palette in a while, but it is a beautiful palette with gorgeous colors. So one of my main reasons for doing this video is just because I know there are a lot of people out there who deal with, whether it be friends or family, and you know, they're mainly feel like they're doing it by themselves. So whatever you're doing, whether you are trying to go to college and you are just fighting through the BS, you've got you've got finals, you've got papers, you're struggling to support yourself with rent, you might not even could work a full-time job, but you need a set of cheerleaders behind you rooting you on, and there are some people who don't have that. You see more often than none, a lot of people will be here at the end of the race, but when you first get started and you're struggling, they're nowhere to be found. And I just think it can be a little disheartening, because sometimes your friends and family can be that extra motivation to help push you through that, but when all you got is just me, trust me, it's bittersweet, but at the end of the day, the reward is so much better, because you know that you did it by yourself and you didn't have to rely on anybody. The biggest thing is you need to find out, now, do you have friends or do you have more opportunists? So basically, an opportunist is somebody, I'm going to give you the exact definition of opportunist so you could break it down, whether or not that's somebody that you've dealt with, you're currently dealing with, or if they do come along, you know to block those types of people out. So opportunist is a person who exploits circumstances to gain immediate advantage rather than being guided by consistent principles or plans. If you've got someone who is pretty much down the ride, and you see a lot of times perfect examples are within the rap community. And I hate to say that, but like you'll see a lot of rappers who are like working out of their trunk at gas stations, at flea markets, handing out their mixtapes, and you are asking your friends or family, hey, would you mind supporting me by purchasing the CD? And then the family members are like, no, but the moment that person gets signed, oh, little Ray Ray, we and it's just like, but you didn't even support me when I had nothing, when I was struggling. Um, the realest thing that I saw was there was a tweet that went out and it was talking about how rappers will be on stage and you got like massive amounts of people on stage with them, but the whole time they rapping about fake friends. So those are different types of people who are opportunists, and you just have to have a sense of awareness when it comes to your surroundings and when it comes to your peace, because a lot of those types of people can be bottom feeders as well. Like they're nowhere to be found when you need them, but they want to feed off of your success. They want to feed off of your money. Every time you turn around, they got their hand out. But it's like, where were you when I needed you? Friends, because we're talking about opportunists today. We're talking about fake friends. We're talking about all that. Some people don't really know what a difference is. One thing that I cannot stand is a person that just meets someone and is just like, oh, this is my new best friend.
This is my best friend. Best friend.
Best friend. I'm just kind of like, don't call me your best friend if I've only known you for a week, because you don't know one thing about me. Those are the type of people that I stay weary of because they are just all over the place. Like, I have had a best friend of 20 plus years. Not one time has she and I ever been in any type of massive arguments. We may have disagreed on things, but it was never to a point where a disagreement meant that I had no love for her. Like, I had to listen. Um, I had to listen to her viewpoint and she had to listen to mine. And the thing is, sometimes people listen to respond and they don't listen to understand. And that's a big difference when it comes to communication and arguments and stuff. If somebody's telling you how you hurt them or how they hurt you or however that goes, and the first thing you like jump rope, you ready to jump in a conversation, but you're not listening. You're listening to respond and not to understand. So, like I said, she and I, we've never been into any major arguments. She's a Cancer, I'm a Scorpio. We are both loyal. We are both laid back types of personalities. And Scorpios and Cancers typically are like the perfect match for friends. And again, that's why she and I have been best friends for so long. You will see her in my comment section saying, oh my God, girly, I love it. You did such an amazing job. Or if I post, she will take the time and call me and be like, you know what? I see you. I'm so proud of you. If I'm sick, she'll call me. She'll check up on me. And she has lived in Arizona, Japan, New York, Virginia. She's in New Mexico, getting ready to move back to Arizona. And I don't get to see her all the time, but at the end of the day, I know that she has my back. So, you really got to surround yourself with people that you know. Because when it comes to support comes in all different, it just comes in all different forms. You can have, like I said, you have a rapper that's out there selling his CDs and he's asking someone to buy it. But You might not have any money because you're struggling, and you might just be like, okay, I can't afford to get your mixtape, but listen, I'm gonna tell people about you. Send me a link or something and I'll post it on my story. You That's a form of support, because the reality is we're in a pandemic. People are losing their jobs. Not everybody is going to be able to support your major business, your small business. Um, but at the end of the day, if a person, family, or friend can't share your business on their social media, but they can watch your story, that's a problem. That's somebody that you need to be like, when I blow up, don't come be like, oh, yeah, 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 that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? She did that. Because I'm going to tell you, you know what? Go have a seat over there. Not by me, with the fans. Because, nah. Yeah. That's just kind of some things that you've got to watch out for. Another, and I would say this is a red flag for me. So I saw something else on social media where this girl made a video. I want to say it was on TikTok, and she was just like, we're not in high school anymore. If there's someone who doesn't like somebody that I'm friends with, I'm not gonna be mad at them or not talk to them because we're not in high school. First of all, that's not somebody that I would want to be friends with. Well, specifically because here's the thing: if this person doesn't like me and y'all are out to eat and this person brings up my name, are you going to defend my character in my absence? Are you going to stop the conversation and say, hey, I have absolutely nothing to do with that? I feel like if you have an issue with that person, then you need to take it up with that person. 9 times out of 10, the answer is going to be no. You're not going to do that. You're going to be putting your that type of person is going to be putting their 2 cents in. The type of person that screams to me is someone who is not a loyal person, someone who is easily persuaded, not even persuaded. That is someone who mentally can't stand on their ground, because honestly, if I have someone who's my friend and my friend doesn't like you, I'm sorry, I can't be friends with you because I'm not that person. I do like to keep the peace amongst things, but the reality is everybody who knows my best friend knows my best friend. They know me. She say get him, I say got him. Point blank period. If she doesn't like you, I don't like you. And I know to some that may be, I don't know, a little childish, but guess what? I don't give a damn because that's my best friend and I'm going to always have her back. So I'm not going to be sitting up, going to lunch, having lunch with somebody. I'm not going to put her in a position where she's going to feel like she can't trust me, or she feels some sort of way, or she feels like she could have been talked about or discussed, or I'm not even going to put her in that type of position. So I feel like if you don't have to have the same friend groups, but if it's somebody that I'm close with and they don't specifically care for you, I'm keeping mature people around me. So if they have an issue with you, trust me, it's a valid issue. And that's just it and that's all. Like, I'm not going to deal with you. So another type of fake friend that I just want to point out. Um, so if you have a friend that still communicates with your ex, I need you to log out of this video right now. I need you to go directly to their page, and I need you to block that person because that is not your friend. Let me tell you, I speak from experience on this one. I had a girl, she and I used to work together, and we became really, really good friends. I'm talking about, like, when I say butt buddies, we were together every single day. We hung out, we went out of town together, we just did a lot of fun stuff. But at the time, I was talking to this guy, and I was like, I really, really liked him. Let's put it like that. I really liked him. But he and I had a lot of back and forth issues. And they were our issues. But at the time, you know, me and this girl, we were friends. She used to work. Okay, so we all used to work together. Just throw that out there. So he and I had got together, and we were involved. And, you know, she worked there. So, of course, it made her familiar with the situation because she knew that I had a little crush on him or whatever. Whoop, whoop. And, yeah. So anyway, like I said, he and I was back and forth. One minute we'd stop talking, then we'd start back talking. And then it just got to the point where it was starting to affect my mental health. And I get that when you have somebody that's crying to you every single day about, oh, he hurt me, I'm so sad, I'm depressed, I don't want to eat. After a while, you'll start developing negative feelings for that specific guy because it's like, damn, you're hurting my friend. But hers was the opposite. So she basically started inboxing him on Facebook. She was like, hey, can you block Sean because she's going to your page, and I'm honestly tired of her coming to me talking about you, blah, blah, blah. Now, let me tell you how I found all this out. Because one thing, if you are spiritually in tune with yourself, if you, I don't know if your chakras are all aligned, whatever. So I am very intuitive, and I have dreams about things sometimes, and those things manifest. And so I had, mind you, I was staying a night over her house, and I had a dream about a snake. And this specific snake, it was a huge snake. It was a black snake. And he was sitting in front of a fireplace. And then I saw him. I was standing in front. And that snake looked at me and backed away. And he hid his face. So when I woke up, I know snakes are like omens. And, you know, I was just kind of like, okay, anytime I have a dream about a snake, something bad happens, or I have an enemy. It's never failed. You can't tell me you're wrong. That's just like when my left eye jumps, something bad always happens. When the right eye jumps, I'm typically pretty good. However, I was like, shit. I was over a house. I had a dream about a snake. I was like, what does that mean? That means something. Something's in the air. Something's going on. And so, she had left her computer up, and she was at work, and I was over at her house, and I texted her. I was like, hey, can I use your computer? She was just like, oh yeah, sure, I don't care. So then I logged on, and then the first thing, her Facebook popped up. Now I was wrong because I'm nosy. Like, I'm nosy. I had this dream. I want to know what the hell is going on. So I checked her Facebook, and I also, like, when I checked it, I saw a message to him. So I was like, I wonder what this little conversation is about. So I start reading, like, the full thread, and I'm like, wow. Like, wow. This is my friend. You could have told me all this. You could have told me that you had an issue with me constantly coming to you. I'm coming to you because you made it seem like it was okay. I could talk to you about anything. I'm getting it out. I'm cleansing and expressing myself. But at the end of the day, when I'm pouring into you, it is weighing you down. So I just felt like, to me, that was kind of the point of no return. The situation could have been handled a whole lot differently because after then I had absolutely no trust for her. And granted, some people would be like, well, um, she was helping you out by, she was helping you out by getting him to block you. But was she? Because at the end of the day, guess what happened? He came back around and we were still messing with each other. So you ruined a friendship. Because of course when I talked to him, he's like, man, I don't even know why that girl hit me up. He didn't even block me. So it was just kind of like, it was one of those things that I just feel like your friends should not be communicating with your exes, and it just is what it is. Me and her, if you want to know, we tried to establish a friendship again, but it just, I'm just really big on loyalty and big on trust, and it was just something that I didn't feel like I could move forward with. So again, like I said, if you have a friend that has communicated with your spouse, significant other, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, in any type of way without your knowledge, boom. I'm gonna need you to use common sense. I'm gonna need you to handle that because I can't handle that for you. So, moving on. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I've got some pimples. Really, really, they are taken over. And I know that we have talked about, some what I would consider very serious situations within friendships that could be make or breaks. But at the same time, like, make sure that you are being a good friend too. Make sure that you are being supportive when your friends need you. I'm not perfect. I am an introvert. 75% of the time, I like to be home. I like to watch anime. However, when it's a birthday, when somebody is saying, hey, I've got this event or blah, blah, blah going on, I try to make it my business to come because I know that, I have to be their support system as well. I can't just, every time I got something going on, be looking for someone to be there for me. And then when it's time for someone else to reciprocate that energy, I'm nowhere to be found. So make sure that you are doing your part as a friend as well. Because, sometimes you have to check yourself. I have friends that I don't talk to every single day. I have friends that, like, my best friend, even though she and I are best friends of 20 years, I don't talk to her every single day. Why? Because I know that she was in school, she's married, she takes care of her kids. She has a lot of stuff going on. She's also a YouTuber herself. She actually, a funny story, years ago, I don't know, you can look up these old videos if you want to, but years ago, I had a YouTube channel, and I was just like, that's way before YouTube became what it is now. This is way before you could get monetized and things like that. And I had my little YouTube channel, and I was doing it, but I couldn't find balance. So it was kind of like I post a video here, post a video there. I liked makeup and I remained a makeup artist, but I wasn't committed to YouTube as I am now. And I would always tell anybody, because they'd be like, "Oh, Sean, you do makeup so well. I think you should do YouTube. I think you can be an influencer." And I'd be like, I don't know. I just can't really find the time. And now that I have this fire under me and I want to do it, she was one of my biggest cheerleaders. My best friend would always tell me, "Girl," not necessarily in competition, but she was just like, "Your work is just as good as anybody else's. So why aren't you doing this?" And then the roles reversed, because then she became a YouTuber and I became the fire under her. And I'm just like, "Oh, you got this. I seen this new video. That shit is busting. Nobody did that." So yeah, she became my biggest support system, whereas I've been hers as well. So just make sure, like I said, you are being as supportive to people, your friends, your family, as you want them to be to you. Because the last thing you want is to be sitting up feeling any type of way like, "Oh my gosh, you guys see me post my stuff all the time, but not once have you shared it." And you don't want your friend shooting back at you and be like, "Girl, I just launched my own bakery and you sit and you view my story every single day, but I ain't never seen you post or repost or tag me in anything. But you always showing up for a discount." Speaking of discount, because it needs to be said, why is it that you will go to, say for instance, I launched this shirt on my boutique, and I've got a friend who's just like, "You know what? I seen that same shirt in Forever 21. I'm gonna get it from you, but can you give me like 30% off?" Or what's my prices? The same damn price that you seen in Forever 21. Either you gonna pay my prices, but I don't feel like it's fair that just because somebody is your friend, that you will not pay them what they feel they're worth. I get so frustrated when I see that, or when I hear that. And a lot of times it's in the black community. And I'm not wrong in saying that. So I feel like just because you have a friend, if you're not gonna run to Jordan, Michael Jordan, or fucking, let me come up with somebody else, because you ain't never get no discounts on the Jordans. But if you can't go to Fashion Nova or any of these other clothing retailers asking for a discount, why you can't pay your friends prices? Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. I just feel like sometimes we really need to check ourselves. Because our ego and our pride gets in the way of things. And at the end of the day, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. Even when it comes to the many examples that I've given out, the rapper who wants his friends and family to support his music, the person that's going to college and they just need that extra wind beneath their wings. Nobody owes you anything. That's the reality of life. However, you need to do like Santa. Make a list and check it twice, because with that being said, you don't owe anybody anything either. So when you are coming out with your lashes by Keisha or nails by Gentana or whoever, whatever your business is, keep in mind that you don't got to give nobody no discount just because you know them. Like, who said that?
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had...
So, I just feel like the expectations surrounding people, the audacity is at an all-time high. That's exactly what it is. The audacity is at an all-time high. All right. And another friend topic that I want to talk about that I feel like a lot of people they let this shit slide, and it is way beyond me why you would. But if I can't stand anything else, it is a somebody told me ass person. Like, you're coming to me with an issue that I feel like if you are wanting to address something with me and it is a valid issue, then by all means, I'm going to listen to understand, but do not come to me with a somebody told me. I need to know who somebody is, because somebody is a person. Somebody made you feel some type of way by giving you some sort of information, and you need to tell me who somebody is. If not, we don't need to be having this conversation. I don't want to say, because I don't want to start any drama. I mean, you already started. Tag, I'm it. So let's go. Why don't you want to give me this person's name? Why are you protecting them? If the issue is that serious because you brought it to me, so apparently it is, you need to be giving up some sort of information, because first of all, I need to know how you guys got on the subject about this. If it is something that I said, because I mean, sometimes we might have a tendency to say exactly how we feel, and we don't realize that perception is reality. You may not have meant it to be a specific way, but that person, the way they interpreted it, may be totally different than the way that you meant for it to come out. So, I need for people to, when they have major issues, I need for you to start saying who told you, because obviously you feel some type of way. So I hate that with people when they be like, oh, well, somebody said. I don't give a damn who said what. Tell me who somebody is, because I need to know first why you're talking about. If I said something, I need to understand why somebody is repeating information that I told to them. That's why I can't get with that whole, well, I don't want to be in the middle of things. So, I mean, I don't have like any issues with this person. I know you don't like them, but I still want to be friends with them. I can't deal with a person like that, because that type of stuff, when it's brought to me, I'm just going to X both of y'all out and keep it moving. That's just me. So yeah, we are done pretty much with the makeup part of this video. This is just basically some clip-ins. Again, I do have a video for that if you are interested in how to clip extensions in. These are 20-inch extensions. So yeah, really want to do too much else to this hair because I ain't really going nowhere. But yeah, so the biggest takeaway from this video is I want you guys to evaluate the relationships that you have with the people in your life. And if, you know, you feel like these are very stable relationships and, you know, these people are supporting you, if anything, 75%. Because, you know, sometimes people just don't have that extra 25 to give, and that's where you come in to give them that extra support so that it balances everything. So just evaluate the relationships, make sure that you are being supported, and if you aren't and you are dealing with toxic situations, it is your responsibility to step away from that, because nothing is worse than a bottom feeder draining your energy. So I said all that to say, stay positive, stay beautiful, stay productive, and peace and love, y'all. Bye. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.